IP Farms. Well, it's a brisk morning here, about 26 I think, but it's supposed to warm up close to 60, so I can't complain. Couple things on the agenda today. I'm not sure what I'll bring you along for. Try to get Glenda out of the shed and around here to hook up to both of the heads to see how that adapter works, see how easy it is by myself. My buddy's supposed to be here this morning, so not sure what the footage will be like, and I'd like to try to get the 1086 bracket up under the belly and bolted up for the loader. My book came in, I'll show you that. So might bring along for a little bit of that miscellaneous. I've got to kind of shut down a little early today and go help the daughter move some furniture. So we'll just see what happens. Bring you guys along for it. Well, I got a little long with the clips getting that unloaded. I wanted to put a lot more on here, and I still might, but anyway, tried to cheat without putting the small ramps down back into the ditch. It still didn't work. I couldn't get it completely picked up with the chain dog. Hoses were way longer than anything I have. They need to be 16, 18 feet. So I'll go ahead and get some of those on order. I've got it down here sitting on blocks for now. When I do get the hoses on, I'll raise it up and put something under each foot, maybe some pavers or at least a chunk of 2x6 or something to keep them sitting right on the ground. But there it is, guys. I'm really tickled. That's the beast. We got the 2 extra shanks back on it, so it's 12 shank. I'm hoping that before I need it, I can get another dual tire in good shape on my duals themselves, and hopefully we can pull this, the 1086 with duals on it. So let's see what else we can do today. Well guys, we're back for another day. Everything went haywire the other day on Saturday. Plan to get Glenda out here and, you know, hook up to both of the heads, move those around in a better fitment and placement in my stash of goodies, and check the height on the header cart. Plan to get the bracket on the 1086. None of that happened. Came down here to get Glenda out and she would not fire, and it aggravated me to death. And me and my buddy spent probably close to 3 hours messing with it. Biggest thing, I don't have a good strong battery. Kept having to charge it and run it down. But anyway, long story short, I know it needs a tune up. I know that it's in dire need of some attention, but it's set for over 2 years without running. Put a fuel pump on it, cleaned the points, fired it up, pulled it out of their building down there when I bought it, drove it, you know, down to the trailer. We drove it around here. We even harvested oats with it. Runs like a sewing machine. For whatever reason, this is the second time it will not crank. It sounds almost like it's hydro locking when you're turning it over and over, and you go to choke it one time and it just locks down like roar. And if you let off the key and it backspins just a little bit, like it's on the compression stroke and it's not complete and it'll backspin, it tries to fire. It's really weird. But the plugs are completely dry. We have no gas on the plugs whatsoever, so it's either got to be something and the timing's off a little bit and I've got a piece of trash in one of the jets and a carburetor, or well, really there isn't another or. It's got to be one of those two, because it runs too good when it's running, and we've got, you know, gas, spark, and air. We're just not getting the fuel to the plug. So I'm going to pull the carburetor off, go ahead and go through it, do the complete tune-up and everything, see if that makes a difference, see how it is. I think I'm going to have to rebuild the starter, and then we'll check the initial timing on it and see how that is. It always has cranked hard when it's hot, meaning you always have to give it a little bit of choke. So very possibly could be something in the carburetor that has jostled loose and got one of the jets clogged up. But that's where we are. So there's not going to be a whole lot more on this video. I'm freezing today. It's only like 46 and the wind's blowing. Supposed to get down to 18 or 19 tonight, so the cold front's here. But maybe try to get a little bit of pulling the carburetor off and see what happens. So stay tuned, guys. So we've got gas dripping out of the carburetor, and I've had there's no gas going to the carburetor as far as, so that's just what's coming out of the bowl. Now if I pull the plug out of it right now, it's dry as a bone. So I don't understand why it's not getting gas up to the plugs. So if that all has to do, like I said, I'm nothing on these updraft carburetors. Turn it around the other way, I'm fine. But so I guess I'm just gonna pull the carburetor off and see if I can get the jets out of it, see if I see anything definitive. But regardless, it needs a rebuild. As you can see, it's just steady leaking gas out. So it's been sitting, today is Tuesday, it's been sitting since Saturday. Of course, the filter has fuel in it, but I poured none in it and it's still steady dripping gas out. Now the float's not stuck, believe me, because I've had that off 3 times in the last month since I've been dealing with this, and the float's fine. It all looks good inside there. So it's just puking gas out there, like you saw it backfire there. I want to catch that on camera. No, I shouldn't be turning it over that much, but I don't know. I mean, is there something catastrophic going on? I can't see it. I guarantee you that if I hook a tractor to it and pull it out of the building and pull it 20 feet, it'll fire up. I had a 641 Workmaster Ford. I think you guys have seen it on the channel, or talked about it anyway. And it had one of these updraft carburetors. 6 volt, of course. You could crank on it for days and it wouldn't crank. You pull it 5 feet and it'd fire up every time. So I don't know. But guys, it's not as clean as what I thought it was, but it's not as bad as some I've seen either. Once I got it apart and really got to looking, it's actually got quite a bit of trash and debris in it. I think somebody's been in here, you know, within the last 10 years. I need to ask Luke and see if they had it apart when they took it to the tractor show. But anyway, we're going to get a kit on order. I'm sure there's a piece of trash or something in one of these. Get everything apart, soak it real good, blow it all out with air. I got a tag here, Marvel and something. It's CHE. I've heard of that before, but I can't see what the rest of the word is. TSX 918, and I think the 660 goes with it. Made in the USA. That's hard to believe. So, you know, it's updraft carburetor. Everything's got to be spot on for the gas to go up, I would assume. So we're not getting it to the plugs. We've got plenty going in here. You saw that. So very well could be just a small piece of trash causing my major issue, because Glenda sure did run good to begin with. So I'm not going to bore you with any more of this right now. We'll get a kit on order, like I said, and I'll let you know what I come up with on another video. Yes, I'm standing in front of my electric heater. It's a little chilly here in North Carolina for me. I'm not used to it yet. Video didn't turn out kind of like I wanted to. We talked about that earlier, but hopefully we're on the right path with the issues with Glenda. You know, it's just things that you out of sight, out of mind, put off once in a while until it comes up, and that's kind of where we are right now with it. Really wanted to get those heads around here Saturday and couldn't, so now I've got to put off another project to do this one. But story of my life, no big deal. Do enjoy it. Hope you guys are entertained by some of the debacles that I get myself into, but hopefully things will go well with this carburetor rebuild. I'll keep you up to speed on that. Go ahead and do the full tune-up on it. I think I'll wait on the manifold till I get the header cart at least in the shop with the head on it, and then, you know, the combine can stay down for a while. I have a feeling I'm going to have quite a bit of issues getting those bolts and nuts off of there, broken studs and everything else, but we'll see what happens. So really appreciate everything, guys. Thank you for following on the journey with me. Definitely stay tuned if this is your thing. We've got a lot of projects coming down the ladder. I'm trying to mix it up best I can and keep you guys entertained. But like always, since day one, this is what I'm doing here at the farm, and bring you guys along for it. So that being said, we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. Until then, thank you.